Christopher West. The name of my book is Fill These Hearts, God, Sex, and the Universal Longing. We call the book Fill These Hearts for a reason. You know, who can't relate to that old Bruce Springsteen song, Everybody's Got a Hungry Heart? But the question is, what are we hungry for? And the answer we give to that question will really determine the course of our lives and even our ultimate destiny. That's the proposal. There's an ache, there's a longing in the human heart for something, but what will fill these hearts? That's the question that we're exploring in this book. In my college years, I began asking some bigger questions about the meaning of life and the meaning of love, the meaning of human sexuality, and it led me to something called the Theology of the Body, a collection of biblical reflections by the late Pope John Paul II. And what I learned in this Theology of the Body is that our bodies tell a story. This yearning we have for something infinite, an infinite happiness and an infinite satisfaction, this hunger is actually inscribed right in our bodies. A man's body doesn't make sense by itself. A woman's body doesn't make sense by itself. We see written right in human nature this call to love and union, a love and a union that literally brings life to the world. I think readers will be surprised by this idea that a life of faith, and the Christian faith in particular, is not opposed to our desires. It's wanting to get us in touch with our deepest desires and pointing us not to a life of repression, but to a life of living from the deepest place of hunger in our hearts that leads to a life of true happiness, true fulfillment. I think sometimes there's an impression of Christianity as fearful of the body, opposed to the body, because some Christians have been that way, and they tend to have a loud voice. But one of the goals of this book is to demonstrate that the deepest yearnings of our heart for union and love, this yearning that's literally inscribed in our sexuality, it points us to something much bigger than this world has to offer. It points us, in fact, to God's love itself.